Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video and would like to receive notifications of my future video postings, please subscribe. I apologize that I still have my sunglasses on because my pink eye is still not quite get to the point that I can ditch my sunglasses yet. The goal of my YouTube channel is to get you to cook, not just occasionally but regularly, preferably every single day. Without any question, home cooking is vital to your health because this is probably the only way to get you away from fast food and processed food. So I developed this YouTube channel not just to tell you that you should do home cooking, but to show you how you could do home cooking that is both fun, delicious, and pleasurable. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to cook a vegetable dish that is delicious with almond and broccoli, and it takes only about 3 to 4 minutes. I truly believe that even if you don't like vegetable, you will enjoy this dish. So let's get into the kitchen and see what we could do. This day cooking with broccoli could not be easier when I found this broccoli package that already all cut up. All you have to do is to cook them. Now, broccoli is a truly wonderful vegetable. It is hard to imagine this entire package of broccoli has only 275 calories in this 2-pound bag. Our entire family loves broccoli. In addition to its nutritional value, there's really nothing to lose. The quality of this broccoli is not bad at all, but sometimes you can see that the stem of the broccoli are slightly brown, so you want to make sure you choose the one that is not brown at all. Now, the size of the broccoli is a little bit the floret is a little bit too big than how I like it. So when I open it, I usually cut to the size that I will use in my stir fry. These broccolis are already washed and they are ready to be cooked. So I usually able to store them in the plastic container like this. And I usually from one bag of this broccoli floret, I can get out about 3 containers. And when you store them like this, the shelf life is excellent, normally up to over 10 days. Yes, of course, you can get carrots that are already prepped, but I'd rather prefer to cut them myself because I would like to cut them into very thin slices. So I always will have some carrots in my refrigerator ready to be used. Another of my frequently prepped items are portobello mushrooms. When I got them, I make them into thin slices like this, and again, by cut them up, I will enhance their shelf life significantly. Now, when I want to use them smaller, I just grab them and then I cut them into small chunks. This takes only about a minute or 2 to have them ready to be cooked, and this is exactly what I'm going to use the portobello mushroom for today's dish. Another frequent item that I always have in my prep are color peppers. I like their color because they add interest to the dish. On top of that, I love their flavor as well. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm going to use some almond to cook with this vegetable dish, and I always have some on hand. Today I'm going to use my Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of canola oil, just enough to cover the bottom of the wok. I'm going to season the wok with my spot seasoning method, and you can take a look at this video, which is specifically designed for seasoning a stainless steel wok, and it worked really well. I'm going to start by adding 1/3 cup of thinly sliced carrot to the wok. Now, I actually going to let the carrot to be fried a little bit because that will give the carrot extra flavor, and this process, which known as Maillard reaction, will create flavor molecule on the surface of the food. Next, I'm going to add 5 cups of broccoli. Now, the broccoli, as you will notice that as soon as I start stir frying it, it will suck up the oil readily. Now, if you look at the bottom of the wok, it has no oil at all because the floret has a tendency to absorb oil quickly. Now, you notice that at the same time, when there's no oil at the bottom of the wok, the food ingredients start to burn. You can see the carrots start to get char as well as the floret of the broccoli. To prevent that from going further, I add some additional oil because the oil will prevent the food from getting burned. However, getting the food slightly burned is not a bad thing at all. In fact, at this time, if you kind of stick your nose into the wok and take a sniff, you actually smell some really wonderful aroma coming from the vegetables. And now there is a concept known as wok chi, which comes from the Cantonese cooking tradition. Wok chi actually is translated into the breath of the wok. What that is that when food are slightly charred, and when the caramelization occurs due to high heat, the food has better flavor. And next, you also notice that I add the mushroom at a slightly later time because I do not want the mushroom to be overcooked. Now, as you can see right now, the broccoli is kind of reaching the point of perfectly cooked because the floret has turned velvet soft, but the stem remains to be firm. Now, when you taste it now, you will find the stem remains to be quite crunchy. And it is the contrast between the soft floret and the crunchy stem make broccoli so appealing. Okay, so now we're at the final stretch. I add the orange pepper to the wok. I do not want to overcook the orange pepper at all. Actually, I want it to stay relatively crisp. So now we're at the final step in cooking this dish. Before I move this dish away from the stove, the last thing I want to do is to season it with some sesame oil. You want to add the sesame oil at the end because it's the finishing oil. You do not want to cook the sesame oil too much. So after turning off the heat, I'm going to season the dish with my basic seasoning mix. Now, my basic seasoning mix is intended to enhance the natural flavor of the ingredients. As you can see, this dish is very lightly seasoned. The whole goal is to make it taste as natural as possible. If you want to know more about my basic seasoning mix, you can take a look at this video. So okay. The final step is to add the almond to the dish. The reason we add the almond way at the end because we do not want to cook the almond. Otherwise, the almond will become soggy. And this way, by adding it toward the end, the almond will remain to be crisp. So now the dish is done and it is transferred to a serving plate. Now this dish is really fast. The total cook time of this dish is less than 4 minutes. This is a great dish, very natural, and it contains all the natural flavor as you would like it. So I think this is something worthwhile for you to try, particularly when you're looking for something quick. In my other video, I have described a cooking system known as the FAST cooking system. The FAST is the acronym for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. The purpose of this cooking system is that to make home cooking practical, efficient, rapid, and creative, economical, as well as tasty. Furthermore, this dish is very flexible. You can make a lot of changes based on your personal preference as well as what is available to you. Another important aspect of my cooking system is that you can constantly modify the flavor of the dish in such a way that you can gradually work it to the point that is what it becomes perfect for you. But the key is that you must start cooking. You must give it a try. And this dish may be a good starting point for you because it is very easy to do. Cooking has to be fun. And I can tell you that stir fry is truly a lot of fun in compared to many other forms of cooking because it is so rapid. You can get everything done within a very short time and you can immediately get the results. And if you practice advanced prepping, have many different ingredients available right in your fingertips, you can try many different alternatives immediately. So get out your wok and give this a try. And if you don't have a wok, you can go buy one and you can look at some of my wok review videos. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like icon below because this will help me to expand my audience base. If you would like to receive notifications of my future video postings, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you next time.